Quotes: Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. Once you let go of negative people, positive ones appear. Dreams are divine, dreams are possibilities. When we are stuck in a rut, we are being invited to grow and expand. Hope have only positive expectations. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage, just 20 seconds of embarrassing bravery. Fail I alone in words and deeds, why all men strive and who succeeds? The strong man is strongest when alone. Loneliness expresses the pain of being alone, and solitude expresses the glory of being alone. I think Alone in the Dark was too much an action creature movie than a horror creature movie. Music is one of those things that make us feel a little less alone in the world. A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. I would rather be a beggar and single than a queen and married. We are the only class in history that has been left to fight its battles alone, unaided by the ruling powers. White labor and the freed black men had their champions, but where are ours? Blood alone moves the wheels of history. Life would be wonderful if people would leave you alone. To live alone is the fate of all great souls. A human being is a single being, unique and unrepeatable. Reason is not automatic. Those who deny it cannot be conquered by it. Do not count on them. Leave them alone. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. The light of lights looks away always on the motive, not the deed, the shadow of shadows on the deed alone. Marriage is good for those who are afraid to sleep alone at night. If you go long enough without a bath, even the fleas will leave you alone. I would rather be alone and a loud voice for action than be silent. Plant and your spouse plants with you weed and you weed alone. I want to be alone. One ever feels his two-ness. An American, a Negro, two souls, two thoughts, two unreconciled strivings, two warring ideals in one dark body, whose dogged strength alone keeps it from being torn asunder. Human beings should be held accountable. Leave God alone, He has enough problems. Jealousy is no more than feeling alone against smiling enemies. No man is an island, no man stands alone. I only go out to get me a fresh appetite for being alone. Our future cannot depend on the government alone. The ultimate solutions lie in the attitudes and the actions of the American people. Every man must do two things alone. He must do his own believing and his own dying. That song is a story that shows how easily you could get slipped into being labeled as the bad guy, even though what you're really trying to do is tell the bad guy to leave you alone. Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. Solitude is the profoundest fact of the human condition. Man is the only being who knows he is alone. Industry entirely left to itself would soon fall to ruin, and a nation letting everything alone would commit suicide. A man is never completely alone in this world. At the worst, he has the company of a boy, a youth, and by a grown man, the one he used to be. The doer alone learneth. Don't be scared to walk alone. Don't be scared to like it. Everything great in the world comes from neurotics. They alone have founded our religion and composed our masterpieces. A leader does not deserve the name unless he is willing occasionally to stand alone. Absolute truth belongs to thee alone. Often we can help each other most by leaving each other alone at other times. We need the hand grasp and the word of cheer. He alone loves the Creator perfectly, who manifests a pure love for his neighbor. Smile and the world smiles with you. Weep and you weep alone. You must show him by leaving him severely alone. Not drunk is he who from the floor can rise alone and still drink more, but drunk is they who prostrate lies without the power to drink or rise.